Oh, hello. This is what I'm trying to do recently. Let me introduce it. Goodogood. It's the domain has been registered by me. The domain is goodogood.me. It's very symmetric name. It has two good. O connect another good. The domain name is goodogood.me. It's a file system because in the future everyone will have a lot of data, files, folders, and goodogood is trying to be a useful file system where each file, each piece of data can have attribute of value. It means in this file system, user can value its file, every file, each of the files in each of the folders. So basically, it's a file system. Let it be possible for user to value its data. Okay. And because we know what's file system, it has history as long as computer's history. So we know what's file system and we know what's value. Value not necessarily be money, but people can value different things. So we gave them possible to value their data, any data. Public data can be valued by public. Private data can be valued by single one. Okay. And of course, it's an open source system. Actually, I have made the system run for quite a few months, but at the end of last year, 2016, I got some personal things to do and the system shut down. And recently I'm trying to rebuild the system and make it run again. Maybe a few months needed. I'm thinking maybe a few months needed. It's of course an open source system. The source code put at GitHub, an open source repository. And this time I'm going to make some videos as long as I rebuild the system to introduce how I plan to do the system, how I plan to implement the system. Okay. And one step further, I'm going to make it an open value system. It means every piece of contribution to the system, my contribution and others' contribution, will be valued because the system itself is a file system where each file can has its value. And to make the system possible, each piece of contribution should has its own value. It can be valued by public. Okay. So it's double open system, it's open source, it's open value. It means no one can control how the system develop. Only value lead the system to its target. And the prototype, because we have put source code here, actually this domain keep running for quite a few months before it last time shut down, and I'm going to make the prototype running again, and I'm going to try to find more helps to build the system. And it's a file system, support valuing each piece of data. Okay, this is the system. And I think it's a simple concept file system where each file can have its value, and it's open source and open value system. We're going to build it this way, build it to this target, try to get more helps from all kind of channels, from all kind of distributions. Okay, why I think it's a system worth to work for? Because I believe it's the trend of history. If we review in recent 20 years, we know what happened. It's computer, network, electronics, integrated circuit, CPU, memory, the chips, the silicon chips, make everything possible, make information exchange and processing. The cost went down and down, lower and lower. Then we get bandwidth to communicate to connect all people. Currently, 3 billion people connected on the internet, and in the next decades, maybe 5 billion, 7 billion, even 10 billion people will be connected by the World Wide Web. Okay, this is the recent years trend, and we can see the bandwidth means data and speed of data exchange. If we say it in 200 years, we know it's industrial revolution and colonization and World War, the First and Second World War. Actually, all this happened from the printing industry. When people can print Bible, print books, information get passed, shared by more people. They start to processing those information, those data, and this bring to the dawn of science and technology, engineering. This bring Europe country to enter into industrialized society and pass their power over the global world. This is 200 years. If we root it more deeply, we can go back to the 2000 years. It's time when Jesus born to the world, and it's time religions spread, and the major religions get its organization and spread over the world. It's kind of after the agricultural revolution, people start to use writing system to spread their belief, and because the agricultural revolution bring country, government to the earth, to the human society. Basically, it most happened on 3 continents, the Africa, Asia, and Europe. This is the 2000 years history, and we can see definite trending is the language, the writing system, the pricing cost, and printing industry. Then it's network, bandwidth. So it's very natural to think that data and file and folder become the unit, the part in the future. People communicate not only by words but by folders, files, and data streams. So we are going to value each piece of data in folder, value each files. It's a trend. This is why I'm thinking goodogood, the file system where each file can have its value, worth effort to set up and give it a try. Okay, and if we go far backward in the history, we can go back to the 10,000 years ago. It's when agricultural revolution take place. It's when the seeds, the plants, the seeds and animal get tamed, and when people spread those seeds among the 3 continents, Africa, Middle East, Asia, and Europe, this brings the agricultural revolution. Then it's knowledge to plant, to do agriculture, get past, it brings to the agricultural revolution. And then at about 2,000 years ago, its belief gets spread over. It's when country, government, and regional organization get spread over the world. And 200 years ago, its printing machine industry, pressing industry, get spread, and it improved the bandwidth between people's communication. The idea gets spread. It brings to the industrial revolution. And then the network, TCP/IP, computer connected together, it let us know what's bandwidth. And in the future, everything will become data file and folder. Every people will be represented. Those data belong to people, belong to each individual, and they are going to represent individual from different aspects. So communication will become data file and folders. Okay, this is the trend. We can go far away in history to the 50,000 years ago when people moving out from Africa, out of Africa theory, and 500,000 years ago when people start to use fire, and the communication happen beside the campfire. So from the bandwidth, if we move back to history, we learn that the bandwidth of communication change the whole world and in the future. So we can believe data file and folder, and they are going to have value. Each piece of data can be valued, and it's supposed to have value and be valued. Okay, this is the goodogood system's concept. It's open source, it's open value, and I'm going to make the prototype start again. Okay, this is goodogood's concept, basic concept, very simple. File system has value, and each file in the file system can be valued by its owner or by public. Open source file system, and we make it one step forward. It's open value. All the contribution to the system itself can be valued. This time I'm going to use MongoDB to keep each value records. Each piece of value can be represented by one document in the MongoDB, because MongoDB is a document typed database. It means one document can have no relation with another document. This fits to our requirements because one piece of value contributes to the system itself. For example, it's not necessarily being software code. It can be other kind of help, maybe the design, the promotion, the management, the discussion, they can be viewed as our kind of contribution to the system itself, and in the same time the files in the system is possible to get its own value. So it's open value system, and it can cycled. The value is recursive. Not only the system is open valued, and its file can be opened and valued. Okay, of course it can also be private and valued by its owner. Okay, this is goodogood system, a file system. I believe the system is the future, not necessarily it being named as goodogood, but this kind of system. Definitely, I believe this kind of system will happen in the future, and it can be implemented right now. Okay, it's all very simple. goodogood, data, file, folders, a file system where each file can be valued, and the system itself is opened to value. Value not necessarily money, but how people view it, how people contribute to it, how people put effort to a thing, then the thing can get value. Okay, it's all. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.